Listen, I know that some of you right now are not looking forward to tomorrow. Excuse me just a second. Hey, guys, it's tomorrow. Valentine's Day, yeah. You got to remind them all the time. I'm sorry, ladies, but I want to tell those of you who are not looking forward to it that my guest says it's never too late to marry. How do you know that?
Because I did it myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got married in my 50s for the first time.
See, and there are people right now who are going, what? Wait a minute, what did she say? In her 50s? And some of them are saying, why would you even bother when you're 50? You've developed your own individual personal life and habits.
Well, I think it's up to each individual. To me, marriage meant a new level of commitment, and I always had wanted that since I was a little girl. So it just took me a little longer than most people.
Well, you must be Virginia Clark.
I am.
That relationship coach.
Yes, I am.
And the author of It's Never Too Late to Marry. Tomorrow, there will be single women.
Yes.
Who will spend the entire day, February the 14th, as they spend every February the 14th, being sorry for themselves.
Well, I can help them with that.
Please do, right now.
I was one of those, and I found out how to break out of that.
Do a little mini seminar right now.
Well, I have 5 tips that single women can do tomorrow that will really change Valentine's Day for them.
Number 1.
Just call your single friends and have a party. You know, invite them over, watch romantic movies, and make fun of them. You know, laugh a lot. There's no better support for women than other women. So that's one of my first tips.
That's terrific, though. The laughter can get you over a lot of crying.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And what's number 2?
Well, get moving. You know, when you get moving, move your body, you release endorphins, and that always makes you feel good and takes you out of yourself. So even if it's rearranging the furniture or doing yoga, lifting weights, whatever, just get that body moving.
Are you making notes here? I hope so, because number 3 is about to come up. Virginia?
Well, get creative. Do something new. Make a new recipe, paint a picture, write a poem. You know, when you get focused on creating something, time just flies by without you even noticing it. So Valentine's Day can just go right by, and you'll have something to show for it.
It really sounds like all of these have to do with not just sitting around pitying yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the next tip is to volunteer, you know, give back, spread a little love.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you don't have love, you can give love to others.
That's good for just about everybody. People who are grieving, people who are in difficult straits, in different reasons for having problems in their lives.
Yeah.
Volunteering for people who need you.
Yeah, it gets you out of your own problems, and nothing feels better than doing something for someone else.
And then number 5.
Well, if none of those work, just ignore it. You know, just totally ignore it and create your own day.
How
you know?
do I do that
Get
if I'm
up when
walking
you...
through the grocery store?
Well,
there's big hearts and they're filled with candy. Then I go through the card section, and they've taken all the birthdays and happy graduation out. Put the Valentine's card. How do I forget it?
Well, stay home. Get up when you want. Do what you want. Close the curtains. Dance around the living room.
Did you do any of these things?
I did them all. I did them all.
Did you give up?
I also had pity parties, too, where I didn't do anything.
But at that time, then, during the pity party, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you say, I'm never going to find him?
Sure. There's always those times, but you get through those.
Well, how did you find him in your 50s?
Well, I found him in my 40s. I just married him in my 50s.
Yeah?
I went to a dating service. That's how I found him.
Oh. Do you recommend that for everybody?
Absolutely. If that's what it takes to get you out there, you know, I couldn't find anyone to go out with me. So I thought, I guess I'll have to pay for it.
Excuse me.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
Did you just get here? Right. Well, we get even crustier as the program goes on.
Well, I paid the dating service, of
This
course.
is Virginia Clark, relationship coach, author of It's Never Too Late to Marry. And you direct so much of the book to women.
Yeah.
Listen, there are guys tomorrow who are feeling exactly the same way.
Yeah.
The same level of loneliness. and the same sense of despair. I'm not celebrating Valentine's Day because I don't have anybody to celebrate with.
Well, they can use those same 5 tips.
Same thing is applicable?
Yeah, they might not have a pajama party, but they can meet at the bar, you know.
Yes, yeah, because you invite guys over for pajama parties, and immediately there's talk in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Virginia, can looking for a husband, though, create even more difficulties if you spend years and years and years looking for someone to marry or that will ask you to marry them? Then it becomes an obsession, doesn't it?
Well, you have to balance that. And you always have to start with yourself first and make yourself happy by yourself, because you won't attract that right man until you are living your full life as you're on your own as a single woman.
How do people find you? What if they want Virginia Clark as their coach, having read the book and having said, okay, I'm buying into this, but I need some personal help?
You can go to my website. It's Never Too Late to Marry. There are over 140 articles on how to date, what to do to help you find a guy.
Did you find the right one?
Oh, yes. I've been with him 18 years now.
Well, listen, for 30-year-olds, 18 years old, 18 years of marriage isn't bad anymore.
Right. Well, not 18 years of marriage, but I've
18
been
years
with him
being together.
exclusively for 18 years.
I thank you. You have really settled a lot of folks into a level of comfort because this information torn from the flaming pages of It's Never Too Late to Marry.